Ahoy! Ahoy, hoy! Pardon me. How is everybody? I hope that you are having a good start to your week. I am existing. Pretty witchery. I'm there with you. Let's see. We've got people, and they're in the chat. At least I think they're people. These days, who knows? Hi, NeoGets. 2 years. Thank you so much for the resubscription. 24 months. That's a many months. Pretty witchery. Hello, Detective Zen. Hi. You're searching the room for newer sins. Yeah, I think my sins might need a bigger room, at least the vintage ones. Pretty witchery. The army is advertising you because, well, I really couldn't say. Supposedly all of the algorithms know exactly who to target all the time, but that sort of just seems like, hey, let's play the army ads to everybody who's watching Twitch, because gamers need to join the army. I don't know. Use a normal lock, hang some Zodiac coins with a suspicious gap. They'll never think to try just unlocking it normally. That's perfect. Dishwasher and feed it more dishes. Yeah, that happens too. I'm the weather has not been kind to my sinuses, and yeah. Sorry if I'm coughing a little. Yeah, so it's Monday. Somehow. I don't know, all of the days seem to just zip past. And I can't keep up. I rush and rush and rush, but I can't keep up. Oh no, that makes it worse, Pretty Witchery. Yeah, so tonight, puzzle solving with a space brain. And then we will head over to Althaven for The Last Excelsior. Adventures in Space. Woo! And then no archival adventures this week because I teach a class on Wednesday. And then Saturday, we'll see. It might just be spilled. It depends on whether I can get my brain in gear to actually arrange for keep talking and nobody explodes. But it will happen eventually. It's just, oh, brain. If I had a 7-Eleven, you wouldn't need to be advertising. I'd be there. Oh. I don't even know what ads I would get at this point, because it's been so long since I paid any attention or sat through ads. I actively ignore ads. Yes. The dice rolled keep talking and nobody explodes. Shadows. Hi. I just have to. That one requires some additional setup. So then the dice rolled spilled, and we played some spilled. I will say I do not miss going through social media, aka specifically, I do not miss scrolling through Twitter and having every third post be an ad. I actually look at social media a lot less now. I know I get some ads on Instagram, but I don't really actually pay attention to them. Oh, I looked at it the other day, and it was like 3 posts of ads followed by a post, followed by 3 more ads. It was so much worse than it used to be. I'll be sitting watching a show, and it's a reflex to pick up the phone and want to go, and I need to find something else to divide my attention. Yeah. Actually, we don't need this so much. Exactly. I honestly don't pay that much attention to it anymore. Let's see. I'm going to bring Puzzle Game up on screen. Ad blockers are good in theory, but in practice, so many sites have figured out how to whitelist their ads with all the ad blockers, that the ad blockers don't actually block the ads anymore, and they don't do it on mobile for sure. Let's see. Look at me. It's not even 15 minutes in, and there's a game on the screen. Partly because post nasal drip. uBlock Origins. uBlock Origins was good. However, it is no longer updated and therefore not usable at work anymore. Right now I'm using Ghostery on my Mac stuff. You have a poodle puddle next to you. How many poodles does it take to make a puddle? Well, it depends on what kind of poodle puddle, because I know one poodle can make a puddle, but if it's a puddle of poodles rather than a puddle made by a poodle, how many poodles constitute a puddle? This is an important update. Oh, we got a gemstone. I do not know where it goes. And I still have the fire steel. 1, and they need to curl into a ball. Fair. The question is, does your poodle have pom-poms or a full coat? The traditional poodle style, hairstyle, it had a purpose behind it when it was made. But poodles actually do grow entire coats, mostly just a messy coat. So uBlock was the only allowed one at work for Safari, and then it's no longer like it still runs, but it's not like actively updated, at least for Safari. So I had to find something else for work. I don't remember the details. I just remember I had to find something else and ended up going with Ghostery, even though technically at the moment there are no approved ad blockers at work. At least for Mac. There are for Windows, but for Mac, none of them are approved. What's annoying is that we even need them in the first place. Puddleglum, hello, hello. How are you? I do not know where this gemstone is meant to be. I have a gemstone and a fire steel. Let's see, I've got lanterns on the exterior. I've got finials. Motor that runs. An open window. There's a bell, but I can't do anything with the bell at the moment. At least, yeah, I didn't think that it was going to go there, but it doesn't hurt to check. Is there anything more here? I don't think so. None of these are completified. Might be a fork problem because looking at GitHub for uBlock Safari isn't mentioned. Yeah. They must just not be updating it for Safari anymore, which is frustrating. Don't know what the deal is with this stuff. Gemstone, definitely not. The gemstone has to be an indoor thing. Like, I don't see anywhere outside that seems appropriate for the gem. Because it doesn't go here, and okay, so I'm still with these two rooms that seem to be the ones that take forever. And all right, so what have I missed now? This is the question. What am I missing now? As far as I know, I'm done over here. Like, I can't even zoom in on it anymore because I've done everything. What about in here? Let's take a look at all the sides that are possible to see. Oh, there's also that chair. I bet it's the chair. Obi, hi, Obi. We go to the one place that isn't corrupted by capitalism. Yes, a roll top is a lovely desk. I think it would be nice to have. I have sat at one before. Do not see anything in particulars. Perfect one at the secondhand store, but it costs 200. And yeah, gems. They're truly outrageous. Truly, truly outrageous. Maybe there are holograms? You know, because gem. And the holograms. Let's look around the room. I do not see We just need a teleporter. Congratulations, Detective Zen. You have been randomly selected as a VIP for the stream. Enjoy your digital gemstone and ability to pun point. Wait, but where is the... Wasn't there another room? It had a cozy chair. Yeah. The curiosity room. Space. Yeah. Sorry, voices are not going to be a thing that I am great at tonight because I've been clearing my throat way too often because of my sinuses and the weather. I don't think I need this. Okay, let's see. There's a spinny ball thing inside of construct. There's a weird... Why would you draw a crumpled piece of paper? And then there's the espresso maker. But I don't see a giant gemstone on it anywhere. All right. The gem has got to go in here somewhere, right? I don't see where else it would go. But have I... You know? Does the gem go here? No. Does the gem... Is it go to the eye? Apparently not. Wait, no, we got the gem from here, didn't we? Don't remember. Whoopsie doodle. I've allowed too much time, and now I do not know. What? Or did we get the gem from the globe? Oh. Well, what else we got? I mean, there's a geode. But I do not see a place for a gem anywhere around here. Hugo Waldegrave. A hyena bat? No, that's Anubis. The real treasure was the gems we found along the way. Can you see where the gem go? Turning into a Dora the Explorer. Yes, we can. Blue Skidoo, you can too. The gem... I wonder. An ornate iron. But... Okay, now... Okay. Eupatorus. I can't read the second one. It's like Raeilicaruis, but I don't think that's right. That's just an initial read of the letters. It's Eupatorus raelicarnus. Now I have to look it up and see if that's a thing. Eupatorus raelicarnus. I was close. It's Eupatorus gracilicornis, and it is a beetle. Five-horned rhinoceros beetle is Eupatorus gracilicornis. Why is the gemstone named after a beetle? Silknica? No, Silquia aurata? Same shimmer? I don't know. Um, I would be very curious to find out. Uh, this is just bizarre. Because these are all gemstones, but that label is the label for a rhinoceros beetle. Unless, let me see. No, it is definitely the name of the rhinoceros beetle. This one here. CILG. AURATA. CILGNI. Sorry, I'm now very distracted. If I could get a better angle on it, on any of them, I might investigate further, but I can't zoom in further and I can't really get a better angle. I can't tell if this is CILQUIA or CILGNIA. The second one is AURATA. But I don't know. Anyway, a lot of beetles used to be farmed for their wings to use as sequins. Are any of them named Ringo? Sorry, no, I'm just distractible. All right. Fine. Fine. It's fine. It's just weird that it's named after a rhinoceros beetle, but it's a giant gemstone. Anyway, I have an ornate iron to open, I assume. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Eh? Huh. Well. Aha! A metal handle. Hannah! Hello, Hannah. I have need of you. Gemstones. There was a gemstone, and it goes in this case with all these other gemstones, but it's labeled Eupatorus gracilicardus, which is the scientific name for a rhinoceros beetle, but it's a big gemstone. And I cannot quite find a reason why. I thought you might know because gemstone. I suspect that this handle I just got goes in the kitchen. Aha. Oh, it was labeled so that you would be able to find out that it went there too. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. See, what I think is, I think they reused the labels from a previous game when there was, they had a case with beetles in it in one of the previous games. I think they just changed the contents of the case and reused the graphic, but didn't change the labels. So I think that was a label that they took from one of the previous games, and it just survived to this game, um, which I think is hilarious. But also, they could have labeled the gemstones with gemstone names instead of leaving the beetle names on them. But whatever. All right, valve. Heat. Okay, it looks like we have steam upstairs now. Thanks to the valve, we have steam. Which is eminently appropriate given that I am playing this on Steam. Oh, wait. The Steam is coming up here. Thanks to the valve, we have Steam. Something every PC gamer says. Yes. I get to make espresso. Interesting. This is an espresso maker, I have decided. Wait. Huh? Ah, there we go. Right, and then we get... Oh, huh? It's missing a piece. Okay. Well, no espresso yet. So still can't open this. Where would I get a pipe from to go there? Because I'm not sure if that's how identity machines work. I mean, this is the espresso machine for sure. Oh. But I need a piece of pipe to connect that. It's gotta be... in here. So I have to figure some way of making this. Okay, what goes on the ends of these? Yeah, something has to cover these so that this will spin so that I can unlock the Sheboygan. I don't know why I decided it was called a Sheboygan, but it's a Sheboygan. All right. Le Peep. It's not the machine I'm struggling with. This wants a vase. Or part of a sun face. We've got the butterflies. Yes, I am literally just clicking everywhere right now because I'm uncertain. What? I feel I must have missed something, but I do not know what. Also, something goes in that eye socket. I just don't know what. And none of these drawings give me clues. sometimes I feel like it would be helpful to have blue. Blue would give me clues. Thunder? Feel the thunder? Lightning and the thunder? Um, yeah, I'm not sure. There's thunder now. Into the kitchen. There's no spare pops. Unless. Could always do. But I think we want the steam. I haven't missed something over here, have I? Have I? It don't seem so. Food! And the food is a taco salad. That was one of the only forms of taco that I was willing to eat as a kid. Then I discovered that there's such a thing as a fish taco. And it did not have the same spices and seasonings as other tacos, which it was the spices and seasonings that I didn't really care for. So, But Shadows, it's not Tuesday where you are, is it? Tacos can only be consumed on Tuesday, right? Anything can be a taco if you believe hard enough. I mean, a hot dog is definitely a taco, but they're both sandwiches, so. All right, it does not appear. What am I missing? I don't understand what it is I've missed. It's Tuesday where you are. I give permission to use my Tuesday as the reason to have tacos. The cube rule. Yes. Cube rule of food. Oh, Edward. Well, crikey. I do not know. And there's nothing up here that's interactable at the moment because I haven't finished these rooms. You don't want to do anything for me because you're just being a tease. I can't go elsewhere in the room. Well, Jiminy Christmas, what am I missing? It doesn't seem like this machine is going to help me at all at the moment. Gotta be something here, but how do I make it work? Well, let's mess around with it a little. I can't make this go higher, can I? And it has to spin on its own in order to undo the lock. Nope. I just want to see. Yeah, I can't spin it by hand fast enough. Unless. What the heck is up with this stopcock? Okay, so yes, it has to. And in order to lift that, I need those to go up. And in order for those to go up, it has to spin. And in order for it to spin, this needs steam, which I can give it, but it doesn't actually do anything. I can't pronounce taco properly because the specific A isn't in your Southern English variant. Oh, no, I get it. Ah, silly. Let's see if this is the right direction. I believe I have got it going the wrong direction. Work? No? Is it the other way? But I was doing it the other way and it didn't seem to make it function. Yeah, it looks like I should be spinning it this way, which is the direction I was spinning it. So I don't know what I did. I think maybe one of them wasn't pointing the right direction. Maybe I only had two of them pointing the right way. And there's the piece that I needed. Yeah, I think I only had two of them pointing the right way, and the other one was pointing the wrong way. It looks like it should connect, but something isn't right. Of course. I'm gonna make some espresso. Right? That's the whole purpose of this machine, right? It makes coffee. I mean, it seems just as dangerous as a real espresso machine, so. And it made espresso. The espresso it made seems to have a mind of its own. Maybe we want to leave that espresso there. I finally solved the second room. Nell was espresso all along. Nullspresso. Study complete. A room dense with obsession. A study can be a refuge or a prison. I have walked free of its bars, but my task remains. Break the seal, find the null. If your espresso is sentient, you know it's fresh. Okay. I now have a mysterious artifact. Oh, look. It's gonna be one of them things. The moon! M-O-O-N spells moon. Ooh, Elixir, have you seen The Monkey? I know that you are a Stephen King aficionado. It's pretty good. I don't know that I know the short story that it's based on, but as a movie, it was pretty good. The Monkey and you have history? Oh my. I don't think you want to have history with the monkey. That is sort of the entire premise of the movie. Is that having history with the monkey is dangerous. Oh my. No, that. Yikes. The vase. The words are unintelligible. You broke the vase. A terrifying joke. Yes. That sounds terrifying. Oh, we're just gonna get to see it again. But one day, oh, that is really scary, Alexi, especially as I have seen the movie, and A model weather vane. Wait, what? But this was glowy before and I didn't look at it. And it didn't open this door. I thought it was going to open the cushiony door. Whatever. I have a model weather vane. Yeah, that just seems absolutely terrifying. Um, all right, west. And north. It's weird. I guess it must be raining outside of where we are. I don't remember. And south. All right. What's the frequency, Kenneth? $42. That is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Maritime room. You get a free one. I have to wear the captain's hat because we're in the maritime room. Click at your own risk. Yeah. I can see why that would be terrifying to anyone who is a fan of Stephen King and familiar with the monkey. It does seem a bit like the chimp from the Phantom of the Opera. Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. A cannon! There's a cannon! Bastion Cider, hello! Well, the dumbwaiter is bringing up that item from downstairs that we couldn't. That's pretty cool. Okay, I think I have to send it back down though. In order to open it. To the kitchen! An artificial heart. Need a nap? Wake me up when I need to get off the bus. Yes. I mean, we'll bring you along with us when the raid happens, for sure. But we're not heading to Desert Bus. Iron Trout, hello. If I only had a heart. Is it gonna sing? That is horrifying. It's a predator and it's gonna sing. Yes, we are about to have ads. So I will see you all in a few moments. Ahoy! Welcome back. I think we're ready for this. I got a little distracted on the break because there is a fifth game in this series, and so I would love to do the fifth game, but the fifth game is VR only, and so I'm trying to figure out how would I stream the VR game. What kind of like headset would I need to have in order to just be able to play it? Because I don't know these things. I've not played a VR game. I've not wanted to play a VR game. My computer, when I bought it, claimed that it was VR ready, but I'm not certain what I want from this. I have no idea what settings I need. What did it move? It sounded like it moved something. Oh? Yeah, I need to know more for this puzzle. I do not have whatever I need knowledge wise for solving it. Unless no, I can't do anything with this. It's not the arm. I feel like it's got to have something to do with this, which runs up here and then presumably into another room. Okay, that's fine. But we're not done with the kitchen, apparently. What haven't we done in here? We did this. We did that. We did that. We did this. I have zero idea what is remaining in the kitchen. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. But let's look at the book. What do we have? Hamilton's Nautical Guide, Volume 12. Small Submarine Handling Manual. Captain M. Hamilton, a Hayesmead publication. I know by feel that this letter is different. The endless demands for progress are light. This has weight. Terrible, ominous weight. I watch the contents spill across my desk, the detailed notes, the sketches of my apparatus. There is no mistaking the artist. My wife and betrayer is herself, betrayed by her own hand. Poor, naive Abigail. How could you possibly believe the Circle would not be watching? They have me now. There will be no more delays. This manual needs another pass from an editor. All right, we've got submarine fundamentals, ascending and descending. All right, forward dorsal rudder, rear dorsal rudder, main hatch. Is the main hatch on the side? Air induction trunk, periscope, propeller, stern hydroplane. All right, forward dorsal rudder rotated 30 degrees, rear dorsal rudder rotated 30 degrees. And the same to go the other direction. A submarine or a ship can float because the weight of water that it displaces is equal to the weight of the ship. The deployment or the displacement of water it's very difficult. Yeah, I could potentially make it out, but I'm not going to try because it's a lengthy passage and it is very hard to read. However, let's take a look at the actual model here, which but this is not like if it these are the dorsal rudders according to the oh no, I didn't want that. I'm not done with the boat. The submarine. It doesn't have any dorsal rudders. And I can't adjust that. And okay, so I can't do whatever is needed to this yet. Unless. Nope. I think you need to find the dorsal rudders. Yeah, that would be my guess. Hello, Cannon. Is it a cannon or is this a ballista? Yeah, I don't have what I need to load in there. Fine. Some scrap wood. Ooh, hello. The Daily Edition. Obituary Special. Hugo Waldegrave. Are we sure it's canon? Check its backstory. Acclaimed pioneer dead. Hugo Waldegrave dies aged 82. A life of adventure. Neighbors reported shouting and and loud arguments in the days leading up to the disappearance, leading the authorities to question potential motives. The reports what? I don't think. I think it's just filler text after the first sentence because it does not make any sense after that. Yeah, I think it's just filler text. Anyway, Waldegrave Manor and debt inherited by only daughter. Global treasure hunter from Arctic Sea to African jungle. The new submarine innovation. Sadly, it is not dated. Although, if the submarine is new, yeah, this is a spear gun for whale hunting. But if the submarine is new, then that puts it within a couple hundred years. Rare antiquities discovered. Ostensibly, based on this design for the submarine, this is post Civil War, post American Civil War, because this is too advanced a design for pre American Civil War. Oh dear. Kilocycles per second. I do not know how many, but this is. I have to play this for the mannequin. Speaking of rare antiquities, the game Strange Antiquities comes out in 2 days. Yes! I definitely want that game. I'm excited for it. Ooh, hello? How did I open the top one? I don't know how I did that, other than randomly getting it to a position that worked. A small propeller. doesn't go here. It goes on the thing. But anchor, boat, sea monster, the box. The latest innovation from the makers of the room, the box. Oh, but how do I turn? If I could turn the gears, if I could find a way, I'd break into this box and discover what's in play. Yeah, sure. If I could reach this dawn, I'd give them all to you. The thingamajig. And it's inside. I need to get in there. But right now, I'm not certain how. Because this does nothing to this. And I can't turn this yet, so... Well, let's put the propeller in place. Ooh. Huh. Yes. Oh, I get to be in the submarine. Exciting. British Nautical Engineering Limited, mechanical submarine engineering and manufacture. Oh, a metal fin. But we're not in Finland. Grapnel control. Alrighty. Alright. I'm guessing I have to descend. Finns can go anywhere they want. Finland, Finland, Finland. That's the country for me. Finland is the country where we dance. Finland is the country where we sing. Finland is the country where we find a good romance. I don't remember. I don't remember the lyrics. It's jammed. Wow. Oh, let's try this. Ooh, book. Hamilton Nautical Guide, Volume 6, Ocean Navigation, or a concise guide. I find Edward in Father's curiosity room, and it is like the sun dawning. I feared he would never leave that study again. I see the pages in his hands, crumpled, torn, unmistakably mine. I try to explain, but his eyes look clean through me. I warn him, plead with him, but he is deaf to me. He says I have betrayed him. I have damned us both, destroyed his work, both our lives. I can sense it throughout him now. The wrongness, the taint I felt outside the study door. In this moment, I know my Edward is gone, and no help is ever to come. I have only one choice. Kill him. Possibly not. A vacuum tube. Right. Oh, is there going to be... I have no idea where I'm supposed to position this, so that's fine. We will have to return once I know. What if... Up. Oh, see you later, Pasta Cider. Thanks for being here. Is it any different here? Oh, what happens if I do... Nothing. It was worth checking. All right. Okay. Fine. Let's put it back to level. And I've got a vacuum tube, which I'm guessing goes in this. Maybe you're not using the right bait. I see the marking on it. I just had to run the entire dial. All right, and then here. For the reception of our telephone call. Ooh, lasagna and garlic bread, yum. Okay, north 5. 5. It's north 5, west 5. Oh, 85. North 5, west 85. Oh. All right. North 5. West 85. Panama? Oh. I love it. This is really cool. I have not seen it, no. Was it exciting? Yeah, I have not. Had a chance to look yet. What is my goal? Because this is really good art. I mean, I expect that they would have good art. A Leonin? I could definitely see Travis as a Leonin. That seems appropriate. What am I trying to like? This is the only thing I see. But okay, I can't progress forward any further. A drow and a fairy? I've played a fairy before. Um, my fairy made some very questionable decisions. Ended up worshipping the Frost Maiden, became an undead giant fairy, things like that. Aha! I have located the goal. As you do, yeah. The party wasn't super happy with it, but sometimes things happen. Ah, nope. Come on, we're almost there. Ha ha! Moon pool. Oh. Um. Uh-huh. Mm. It went down quite a ways. Ah. Okay. A pendant with a map design. Go on. Dive in. Ooh, hello. Well, hello, pendant. Well, hello. Is this pearl of sufficient value that I can use it to cast spells? All right. A pearl of power. All right, we're gonna. Good. I'm glad it lets you turn it off. Because that would have become not wonderful. What? I thought for sure. Well, okay. He's not here. Pearl. Maybe it's just a pearl of wisdom. I suppose that is a possibility. Oh, hello. I do not have any ammunition. Therefore, firing this weapon, not presently an option. Okay. This is a map. Design goes somewhere here. No. Map. Here. Fire the lasers. Prepare for feelings. Because lasers and feelings. Okay. Interesting that that happened even though the foyer is already completely finished. Well, hello, lamp. Hello, nurse. I see. Hello. I'm glad that you are alive. I am always glad that you are alive. It is good to see you. Why is this one different color? What is... Is this gonna be this again? No, there's 6 of those. And there's only 5 of these. Is this going to be like the other thing? If I turn them all to face the same direction, it'll start spinning. Oh, I definitely feel that. I have been having not great sleep myself. X's and O's. What am I meant to do with this eye thing? It's looking that way, right? Which might, I don't know. I sort of thought that the eyes had it. If it's looking out that way. It doesn't help me. I have no idea what direction those arrows. Wait, oh, maybe it's simpler than I'm making it. The eyes have it. What are we voting on? I think I get it. I think I understand now. We'll see. No, because they don't. It's not possible to have them all point towards where the eye is looking. Yeah, so that's not it. Because I've already done as close to that as I can. I think. Yeah, because they latch in place. The eyes have it, Captain. And orders are to begin to turn for port. We're nearing the end of stream. Yes, I'm doing bad accents. It's fine. Sterling, you missed the submarine. Where does this pearl go? It had a moon pool with creepy black liquid. I can show you the submarine in a minute. I still have access to it. I do not know what is left to do in here. Why do we still have access to the kitchen? What have I not done in the kitchen? An orc? It's gonna be a bard? Nice. Why is the ship turning to port, and how drunk can we get on this port? Maritime room. I don't think I can't go back in the submarine because I already finished it, but this was the sub. Pearl. All I have is a pearl. I ate the whole sub myself. Yeah. Is there anything more to do with this? I do not know. I don't think so. Oh, you know, I never did go see what was under the dumbwaiter. Let's look beneath the dumb waiter. Maybe? Anything? Aw. Why do you even let me if it's nothing? Game. I thought for sure it was gonna reveal something like another. Well, okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, well, maybe the pearl goes out here somewhere. Nope. Um. I'm literally just gonna try it everywhere until I eventually discover where it belongs. I really feel like I should be able to solve this eye thing. But how? I don't see what I want to see. See what I want to see. Oh. Oh. What? Ah. I don't know what that does for me, but oh. Aha. I have figured it out. I think. I could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, no. And this one was that way, and this one. This one's in the wrong position. Oh, it's the thingamajig from the foyer, but also from here. A strange artifact. Uh-oh. The espresso has decided to come into this room now. Run from the espresso. Self-delivering coffee. Curiosity room complete. Darkness is darkness, no matter which corner of the globe it creeps from. The room is closed, but only just. True evidence that one's curiosity can be one's undoing. Well, I mean, I am not a cat. What'd I get? A curiously engraved device. I'll say. uh, yeah, no, not the fisherman. That's good. Come on. There we go. An engraved model roof. Does it go here? No. Oh, it goes on the gazebo. It goes on the gazebo. The garden. Well, down the garden path to hell. Uh-huh. Okay, we got there and there and have we awoken the dread gazebo? Indeed. Indeed, I think we have. All right, we're gonna need to put water in there somehow. I'm assuming. Oh, we got a pipe. I know where the pipe goes and why we still have access to the kitchen. The Lady's Companion. For the Formal Garden by Mrs. Dorothy Williams. My stomach lurches me awake. Something is not right. The world feels different. I rush to my study. The door lies open. This can't be happening. My world is snatched from me. She has taken the null. Oh, Abigail. Dear, sweet Abigail. Now is not the time for trembling hearts. Not when we are so close. I will come to you. I will make you understand. You can't have gone far. Not alone. Without containment, it would. Oh my God. My Abigail. Yeah. Tracks. This is a terrible publisher. None of these pages are on topic. Okay. I need to bring water. Oh, hello. Uh-huh. Well, I see. Cannot do that yet. All right, let's go get water. The book was supposed to be about gardening. Indeed, indeed it was. I think we're about to finish the kitchen. I assume Althaven just went live. Thank you, Vance. We will head over there shortly. I have a pipe. Let us install it. I have a pipe. Somehow we're still not done with the kitchen. Maybe we won't be done with the kitchen until we are done with the garden. A leaky pipe. Yeah. All right, so we've got the water. And it's turning the thing. What do you want? I'm gonna have to interact with this somehow at some point, but yet I do not know at the moment. Oh, a metal dial. Nice. I think I know where that goes. But first, yes. Eggs open. Alien facehuggers emerge. I understand what it's saying. Right? It's about facehuggers. Okay, so that. Where is the water going to? It's coming here, but not doing anything yet. So I need this. Okay. The question is. All right, they spin freely, but what does that do? Um, well, clearly I have missed something. About this mechanism. So it may have to wait for next week. Because it's time for us to get going. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me tonight. I really enjoyed the game tonight. I will be exploring to see how I might do the fifth game, the VR game, at some point. I will connect with Sterling about Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, since the dice say I'm supposed to play it soon. Thank you, of course, to my mods. And thank you, NeoGuts, for the resubscription. Yes, let me set up the raid over to Althaven. I do not have an Archival Adventures stream this week because I'm teaching a class. So look for me on Saturday. We'll pick up with some Spilled. And yeah. Let's see. I do have a raid call for you, though. It comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors. So, you know, copy pasta, the one that is to your taste, aka has emotes that will work for you. And join me in raiding over to Althaven for the latest episode of The Last Excelsior from the Stream Punks. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I hope I see all of you again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.